What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You guys already know what this is. This is Queen Sugar Season 2, the character analysis. Those of you who don't know, who are new to my channel, I do a character analysis for all the shows that I really, really love. And this is my second character analysis for Queen Sugar, of course, because it's Season 2. Also, I want to go ahead and remind you guys that Queen Sugar's final episode for Season 2 comes on tonight. It is coming on at 9 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a 90-minute episode. At 10:30 p.m. Eastern, Oprah will interview Ava DuVernay as well as the entire cast of Queen Sugar, and that should be super exciting. Okay, you guys. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and get me a thumbs up, as well as hit that notification bell. And don't forget to comment down below. Who were your favorite characters this season? Who did you love this season? And what was your favorite episode of this season? Let me know. Okay, you guys already know how much Miss Honey loves Queen Sugar. Not only is it visually stunning, it's beautifully acted, and it's an emotional roller coaster. It is emotionally riveting. And I am super, super excited about what tonight's final episode holds. Okay, so I'm doing something a little bit different this year, you guys. I am doing more of a couples analysis as opposed to just the character analysis, because we see with this Season 2 that the supporting characters that come alongside our main characters are just as important, and they can be just as impactful on this show and this season as our main characters. So we're going to do a little bit something different. You guys let me know how you like it down below. First things first, let's do a quick recap of the episodes, you guys. And the reason why I want to do this is because Season 2 is a long season. It is 16 episodes, you guys, and so it is really, really easy to forget from where we have come from whence we came. Okay, so I just want to do a quick recap of the first half of Season 2 on until now, and so we can just sort of catch up and talk about some of the things that maybe we have forgotten about as we come to this last episode. Let's talk about episode 1, After the Winter. That's where Charlie is going back and forth with Davis about the many details of divorce. Vi and Hollywood are still broken up, you guys. Micah gets pulled over and arrested, and it's an emotional moment. If you guys have not seen my review for Season 1, you know it's very emotional for me. And we see that Nova is trying to get over Calvin the old-fashioned way. Okay, see episode 2, To Us Word. This Ralph Angel decides he's going to plant soybeans. I think it's a great idea. Charlie is still trying to make Davis pay, literally, and Vi thinks that Hollywood has been in a rig explosion, and she does not take it well, and neither do I, you guys. Episode 3, What Do I Care for Mourning? We see that Mike is in a fog after he has been arrested. It was a very traumatic event for him as well as for us, the viewers. And he's acting out real bad. Y'all know these first couple of 2-3 episodes is when he was being a little aggressive to Blue. And there was a situation between him and Ralph Angel. It was all very, very emotional, you guys. We also see that Hollywood and Vi have made up. He has come back, and they are spending the whole weekend loving on each other. Episode 4, My Soul's High Song. Charlie moves into a loft at the mill. It's beautiful, you guys. There are white flies in the cane. Everybody comes together to get rid of the white flies. Darla gets fired because she has gone over to help Ralph Angel with the white fly situation. And we finally get to meet Robert Dubois, unbeknownst to us and to Nova. Okay, Caroling Dusk, which is episode 5. Darla murders Kenya 1. I was very, very upset about that, you guys. In case you cannot tell by my voice, I was pissed off with Darla for killing Kenya 1. Ralph Angel has a transgender friend. That was a really, really good scene. We find that out from high school, and it was a touching moment. One of the few moments we love Ralph Angel a lot on this season, and it's just a few moments that we are in love with Ralph Angel this season, you guys. Okay, and Charlie goes to see a therapist about a lot of her situations, her mom, her relationship, Remy, the whole nine. She just wants to talk about everything. Episode 6, Line of Our Elders. The Queen Sugar Mill is finally open. It's the grand opening, and Ralph Angel runs into the chick he robbed, season 1, episode 1, at gunpoint, and Ralph Angel finally tells everyone, he and Darla side by side, the truth about the will that he found that his daddy left. The real will, right? Okay, episode 7, I Know My Soul. We see the sisters letting Ralph Angel have it over this whole will business, right? And they just can't believe their dad has left them out of this, out of the legacy for the land, all right? And Nova finds out that Vi used to actually own the land. Okay, you guys, episode 8, Freedom's Plow. Nova baby steps Robert Dubois in. And Charlie tells Remy she is feeling him and she wants to see him full time now. You know, he had a problem with her still being married, and she tells him she trying to end all that so she could be with him. We also see that Ralph Angel wants to marry Darla, and we see this is the first time we get to see that something is going on with Vi. We start to see these symptoms. Episode 9, Yet Do I Marvel. Vi's symptoms are getting worse, you guys. We also see that Micah finally tells us what happens to him in jail, and it's riveting. Charlie's mom shows up, Lorna, and she surprises us with a visit. In episode 10, Drums to Dusk. Okay, Lorna's visit stirs up old feelings for Vi. It was a moment, you guys. Them two broads went at it. Not at it, but you could tell it was a tense moment. And Vi finally goes to the doctor. We see that Darla is confronted by her sordid past. So we saw that Ralph Angel was confronted by his sordid past in episode 6, and episode 10, just 4 episodes later, Darla is confronted by her sordid past. Okay, episode 11, Fruit of the Flower. Nova and Robert Dubois fall out over this interview that they did on TV, and it was touch and go there for a minute. Ralph Angel is mad at the world behind Darla's past, because he is there when her past shows up to confront her, but she is not there when his past shows up to confront him. And Lorna tells the nitty-gritty truth about she and Ernest, and it shakes Nova to her core. Okay, in episode 12, you guys, Living in the All Along. After much planning and replanning, we finally have the Brown Sugar Festival, you guys, and it's a really nice event. Nova ends it with Robert Dubois, and Davis finally makes amends to Charlie. Episode 13, Heritage. We meet Darla's parents for the first time. After we have talked and bemoaned them this whole season, we finally get to meet them, you guys. And Calvin pops up out of the blue on Nova. The chemistry, you guys, is amazing. Vi gets a diagnosis that she has lupus. Remy and Charlie are trying to take it to the next level, but Charlie's big mouth puts the halt on that. And Darla devastates us all in this episode by telling us that Blue may or may not be ours. And if you guys have not seen my review for that, you know that I was absolutely devastated. Okay, so let's talk about episode 14, On These We Stand. Ralph Angel is spinning out of control. Charlie is getting hit hard by the Landry's sneaky tactics. They are really doing a number on her business. Micah discovers there's a Confederate memorabilia at his school, and Vi tells Hollywood about her diagnosis. Okay, finally, you guys, episode 15. The family learns about Blue. This episode is called Copper Sun. It's also the Borderlone's first harvest in 3 years. Super exciting. Michael becomes an activist and effects change by getting that Confederate memorabilia removed out of his school, and the Landry start a rumor that cripples Charlie's business, you guys. Okay, so now let's move forward since we're all caught up on what has happened, including over our mid-season break. You guys, let's talk about Charlie and Remy. Okay, this season we get to see Charlie release her curls. Literally, she's come out of that straight, long, kind of Anglo-Saxon hair, and she is giving us nothing but curls and naturality, and we love it. She also releases a little bit of control. Okay, she realizes that running this mill is not going to be this whole perfect set up, and she has to deal with the fact that there are going to be a lot of things that she just absolutely cannot control. And a lot of her releasing her curls, releasing some control, and dropping some of those bougie ways has a lot to do with Remy. Remy is the yin to her yang, in my opinion. We see that Remy is there through it all. He is the voice of reason. He is sage advice. He weights her down. When she gets a little big-headed and gets a little ahead of herself, he kind of weights her down a little bit, keeps her settled, keeps her grounded. But unlike Davis, Remy has a standard, and this is a standard that denotes trust. It denotes confidence, and Charlie really, really needs this. What she lost with Davis was this belief that things can be all good, that, you know, she can have complete trust in her mate. And what she gets from Remy is this honesty. He's the standard bearer. He has a lot of integrity. Even with her, if when they decided they wanted to take it to the next level, and she explained to him she didn't know if she wanted to have kids, she didn't know if she wanted to get married again or any of that, he puts the brakes on that. And that is an honorable man, okay? And any woman that turns down an honorable man, I'm sorry. And he fine, and he good looking, okay, she got something on her hands, and Charlie knows it. But we are proud of Charlie, just on the basis of Charlie being Charlie alone, you guys. She not only is keeping this Queen Sugar Mill afloat, even though the Landrys are throwing snares at her left and right, she throws her own Brown Sugar Festival after they give her so much shade about their festival. And she continues this never-ending fight with the Landry, but Charlie is a smart girl, and I think she's going to come out on top in this game. She is not to be trifled with. Let's talk about Nova, you guys. Nova is not necessarily a part of a couple, and if you watch this season, you know why. Nova was devastated coming off of this thing with Calvin. That was really, really hard on her. She really likes Calvin a lot, you guys. But what she's doing right at the beginning of season 2, she is getting up under everybody, trying to get over Calvin, trying to get Calvin off of her mind. She is neck deep in activism, which leads to her meeting Robert Dubois. And even though she's intrigued by him, she instinctually wants to keep him at bay. You know, and he sort of finds his way in. He finds a little crack in her arm and makes his way in. But the information that Nova discovers from Lorna, who is Charlie's mom, about her own mom, you know, puts Nova in this place where she does a little self-reflection. And she discovers not only a lot about herself this season, but a lot about her family, which leads her to question who she really is to the core. Nova's emotions run the gamut this season. When she sees that things are getting a little too hot and heavy with Dr. Dubois and she can't slow it down, we see her get nervous. We see her get anxious and kind of unsure of herself. And when the whole information about the will comes down the turnpike, gosh, we see Nova get downright vicious with Ralph Angel. I mean, she pulls out the stops. And although she is a little trepidatious with Calvin, and she clearly has some deep emotions for him, she is self-assured nonetheless that this isn't going to work. This can't possibly happen. So we're seeing Nova's emotions kind of run the gamut this season. I am concerned about Nova. I am concerned about Nova being afraid to go ahead and jump into the deep end of the ocean. And this is something that we hear essentially from Aunt Vi when she settles all the conversation from Lorna and clears everything up and verifies some things, that her mom had some of the same tendencies. So that's why I'm a little concerned about Nova. And I'm wondering if she'll ever be able to share her life with anybody other than the Ninth Ward. She gets to see Calvin, which was a total surprise to her. It was good to see Nova. She was almost like a little girl when she first saw him. It was good to see her in that manner. Everybody knows Nova is brilliant. She is beautiful, and she is ever so woke. So Calvin was a no-go for her. So again, will we ever see Nova with somebody other than the Ninth Ward? Will she ever be able to keep herself warm by anything with a warm body, as opposed to, her activism? I don't know. I'm excited about what is ahead for Nova in terms of her activism and her community work. We all know she might get this opportunity to be on a community board, which is super, super important. But more than anything, I got my fingers and my toes crossed that Nova will find love. Okay, you guys, let's move on to Ralph Angel and Darla. Unlike season 1, you guys, we spend most of season 2 in a love-hate relationship with Ralph Angel. Ralph Angel spent a good part of season 2 being a total jerk, you guys. He had a great idea beginning of the season about the soybeans. He had kept the whole will thing a secret. He wasn't really sure how he was going to reveal it. And then after he saw this girl that he had robbed in season 1 and he got the white flies, he just kind of lost it a little bit. He's feeling entitled. He's feeling embarrassed. He's feeling ashamed. He wants everything to happen for himself right now, which is an immature Ralph Angel. But remember, Papa Bordelon talked about this in season 1. Okay, episode 1. Ralph Angel spends a good deal of this season being nasty, acting, and ugly to not only Darla, but to Remy, to Hollywood, to Prosper. He is just not on his best behavior at all this season. It's not until around episode 10 when Darla says she's not going to marry him and she insists that they go to therapy that is Ralph Angel able to pull it together and decide that he is going to be the man that he has been called to be. And of course, thanks to Hollywood, everybody knows Hollywood, tells him, listen, if you want something in this world, you must make a sacrifice. And so we start to see this turn with Ralph Angel. We start to like Ralph Angel again. When Darla's family comes, he takes up for her. He supports her. This is the Ralph Angel we love. But when he gets that news about Blue, you guys, it puts him on his butt. But I was so proud of Ralph Angel when he went ahead and told the absolute truth about what was going on with Blue to his family. And then when he was able to muster his strength up and talk to the people that were going to help him do his first harvest in 3 years, you guys, that speech was everything that he put on. So again, we have this love-hate relationship with Ralph Angel. And, I'm sure it's going to continue into season 3. Okay, and although we kept our good eye on Darla, we kind of fell in love with her this season. Her tenacity, her hard work, and basically, she didn't take no junk from Ralph Angel when he was getting out of hand. She went ahead and stuck to her Narcotics Anonymous rules. She was held accountable. She wasn't rushing trying to take anything from him. She kind of baby stepped her way back in, and I appreciated that from Darla, although we did keep our good eye on Darla. Okay, she we hated her when she killed Kenya. You guys already know how I feel about that. I thought I was really gonna have to break up with Darla about Kenya 1, but I'm over it now. I'm okay. I'm not over it, but I'm okay. Okay, and we loved her when she grew closer to the Borderlones. We saw her go dress shopping after Ralph Angel asked her to marry him with Charlie, and we saw how close she was getting to Aunt Vi. And y'all know in season 1, Aunt Vi was not feeling it with Darla. And when we were just about to just love her up, accept her in, and make her one of our own, that's when she rips our heart out, you guys, and tells us that Blue may or may not be ours at the end of episode 13. It has been a very difficult ride ever since we heard this, you guys. Ralph Angel and Darla, I think, are perfect for each other. They are both a beautiful disaster, and they both hopelessly are in love with little Blue. I really hope they can work this out in this episode 16. I really hope that Ralph Angel can muster up enough strength to forgive Darla. Let's move on to Vi and Hollywood, you guys. This is my couple. Y'all already know that they both represent all the experience that life brings. They are both tough as nails. Vi is a trooper, you guys. When she started out in season 1, she was a waitress at the High Yellow. Now she manages the High Yellow, and she has her own pie business, which is now going to be in supermarkets. When Ralph Angel comes to tell her about that Will situation, she's against him telling it, but even though he does go ahead and tell it, and the siblings fall out, she says, no, we are not going to do this. We're going to stay here together until we all resolve this. And when she gets the news about Blue, she takes it just as hard as Ralph Angel takes it. But you know what she says? Blue is ours. He is ours, and nobody is going to take him from us. I love Aunt Vi, you guys, and I'm gonna tell you something. When she got that lupus diagnosis, it threw her for a loop. It was everything in the world for her to hear Hollywood tell her that she doesn't just have lupus, he has lupus too, and they're gonna fight this thing together. And after everything is said and done, she could get mad, she could get sullen, but no, you know what she does? She goes and says a word of prayer, because she knows her family needs that now more than ever. I love Aunt Vi, and I'm gonna tell you something. Hollywood comes right alongside her. He is a perfect complement. Aunt Vi gets knocked down hard in this first season. In this second season, but with Hollywood's help, she is able to survive it. Hollywood is the only one of our supporting characters who is close enough to the Borderlones to actually be a Borderlone. If you notice in this season 2, Hollywood is there for every big announcement. He is there when the conversation is brought up about the will. He is there when the Blue conversation comes about. He is the supporting Aunt Vi and the family where Blue is concerned after we find out about Blue. And we just love Hollywood. Okay, so let's talk about Micah and Kiki, you guys, and this is going to be it. Micah comes of age this season. He is given a horrible wake-up call when he is arrested and brutalized by the police. And that experience propels him into a level of maturity that impresses us all. And when he arrives into Maturityville, who is there waiting on him patiently but Miss Kiki, y'all? Miss Kiki has been Micah's Hollywood through this entire season. She is well liked, she is well rounded, and she already has a sense of what the South it can be like and is like, and she brings that experience to Micah's life, which he needs it. Outside of being well-rounded, well-spoken, like I said, well-liked, she is the prettiest flower in the garden, and she is our what? Brown sugar queen. We love Miss Kiki, and she is smart as a whip. I am waiting to see how that relationship grows, how Micah shapes, life starts to take shape and form. We see that he is coming into his own when he takes the initiative After complaining to everybody about that Confederate memorabilia, Micah goes out and takes the bull by the horn and gets that memorabilia removed. He is suspended to boot in the process, but more importantly, he got that memorabilia taken down, and I give him kudos for that. Okay, you guys, that is it for my season 2 character analysis. I hope I didn't hold you guys too long. Please remember to go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video. Please remember to go ahead and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Please remember to hit that notification bell so that you do not miss another video of Miss Honey's. And of course, don't forget to comment down below. Who was your MVP for season 2 this year, you guys? And what was your most devastating moment? Was it Micah being arrested? Was it the will information being dropped? Or was it the devastating news that Darla dropped on us in episode 13? Let me know, you guys. Okay, you guys, don't forget to watch tonight. I'll see you later on with my review for season 2, episode 16. Until then, you guys,